Oh, snap. Alright, so I don't know how much I'm going to record of this, honestly, but I think I'll start at the beginning. This is going to be a character design for the book that's dropping in May. Oh, snap. Hey, Edwin. Welcome to the stream. Right now, I'm kind of just explaining the character I'm working on right now. I'm still trying to figure out this app. So I'm using Procreate for the first time. So I'm still figuring out things. I kind of prefer Autodesk, honestly. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to figure out this whole character design right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. So it's kind of rough right now because I'm still figuring like what to do, honestly, with some of the designs. And I'm trying to figure out the different layers that I have and how to overlap which things correctly. So I'm pretty much figuring this out. All right, so yeah, pretty much just character design, figuring out what I can do with this guy. So where did I leave off at? I was coloring his shirt here. Yeah. So I'm kind of just working out the different pencils here. So for those who aren't familiar with Procreate, there's like so many different brushes, dude. You got all these different ones. So all of these are just under sketching. Then you got inking. Then there's drawing and stuff. Also, let me know if the music's too loud. I have it playing on Roku right now. So as I'm doing this character, I'm just drawing and figuring out new ways I can kind of make the character pop and give him that otherworldly feeling, because he is a human, but he's beyond that. So I'm trying to figure out how to give him that look. So, but yeah, I think that's been enough explaining for now. I'm just gonna go into this and figure out how I'm going to continue this drawing. I'm trying to figure out which brush I used before. Am I on the right layer? I'm pretty sure I am, so let's figure this out. That's not the same one I was using, but I'll work with it. All right. So I gotta say, Procreate is actually a very fun app. I like it a lot. One thing I do notice, though, is that I think there are some things in this app that are missing that Autodesk has, like being able to draw in a straight line and stuff like that, which I guess is something I got a little too over-reliant on. So now when I try to draw in this app, I'm like, I can't get a line to save my life at all. So that's fun. But, you know, practice makes perfect, so it makes sense trying to figure that out and just get better at it. So, but the idea, too, is this character isn't really meant to look nice and clean. He's meant to look kind of messy and just he's not really meant to look superhuman. And by that, I mean not like superhuman. Oh, Superman, not like that. I mean, like, he's not meant to look like completely human is what I should have said. But I'm loving this brush. This brush is delicious. Wait, is this a brush? No, it's called Little Pine, whatever that is. I wonder who named this stuff. I don't know. But this character is a very interesting one that I haven't fully fleshed out yet. But he is inspired by Edgar Allan Poe. And yeah. Oh, and welcome the new ones to the stream. I saw a couple of new names pop up. So happy to see you in here. This is kind of just a trial. I'm honestly going to stream a bit more on here. But I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch as well. To see if I can kind of grow my field a little bit more. So I kind of gave him a purple top for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm going to give him, I think, gray pants. I kind of want to give him, he's meant to be a dark character. And then look what I did to him. I gave him purple and red. But the red makes sense because his arm is mainly composed of red pages, which is a part of the whole thing that makes up a lot of the story. It's very relevant to the story once I released that. And then he has his arms are composed of ink and stuff. So it kind of goes with that whole, the pages of a book and then the whole book that's merged to his back type thing. So I'm kind of giving him that whole aesthetic. Let's see. So I think what I'll do is I'll give him gray pants instead. But yeah, with this app, it was about $10. You can get the mobile version for free. And I forget what the differences are. But so far, I'm really enjoying this app. I think it's really fun. And I'm trying to figure out something here with the colors. Ooh, excuse me. I guess I'll just do it this way. That's a decent gray. Alright, am I on the good layer still? No, I'll switch it. What I've noticed is that what works best for me is have multiple layers and just pick and choose which one should go where. And if you make a mistake, you can always adjust it later. Now, one thing I noticed with Procreate is that people have been able to just like tap and then it'll fill the color. I know how to do that, but I don't know how they do it so fast. It's some kind of button they gotta click. But I gotta figure that out at a later point. I don't know. If you guys are saying anything, I can't see it just yet. I don't know if there has been any comments yet, to be honest. My phone might be glitching, but yeah. Either way, glad to see y'all on here. So I kind of like giving him this kind of, I guess I wouldn't really say pastel feeling. But actually, give me a second. I'm going to turn on the music just a little bit. It's probably way too loud anyway. Alright, there we go. Turned it down a little bit. Alright, let's see here. But yeah, this is kind of fleshing out the character. Just to kind of have a rough idea of what he could look like. And kind of just go from there. One thing I noticed too, whenever people are drawing these kind of things, when they're figuring out palettes, they'll do just different swatches like on the side. And that way, if they need to use that color again real quick, they can just tap on it and just do it that way. That's something I want to do in the future once I get a little bit more proficient with this app. Because right now, I am very amateur with digital art, especially with Procreate. But I'm thinking I might go between different apps. But we'll see. Because one I definitely want to do is this for sure. I mean, I see pretty much whenever you see an artist with an iPad, they have Procreate and the Apple Pencil. So I figure if everyone's doing it and look at what all they're making with it. I mean, at the end of the day, you can make masterpieces with things you get from the dollar store. Let's be honest. But I want to just try different things and see how it goes, So I figured since I got this iPad and everything, I might as well try out this app because I've seen so many wonderful things, and the features I've seen used on this app were ones I've never really seen on other apps before. So I thought that'd be totally worth it. But man, this is definitely a tricky app to learn. I mean, it doesn't really take too long to get the gist of the easy stuff. But once when you really want to start doing the things that everybody seems to be able to do, you definitely got to watch some YouTube videos. But let's be fair. YouTube has become such a powerful outlet. You can just learn everything off of there. Especially since people can make money off of it too. So it's like, yeah, let's do it. Who needs to go to school when you can just go to YouTube? I mean, that's a school in a way because you're learning off of there. And see, this is the tricky part. I forgot what brush I used for this because I found like the perfect ink. What's it called? I found the perfect way to kind of showcase his inky tones. But I do not remember what I used for that. I'm pretty sure, was it Wild Light? No, I don't think it was. Oh no. Wait, was it Evolve? No, that can't be right. Morilla. Now let me move this so you see more than my big head. Was it sketching? I don't think it was sketching. No. Crap! I wish they would show me what brushes I used recently. Shoot, I do not see it on here. I really don't remember what I used. Let's try Wild Light and see what'll come out of that. All right, let's see. No, that's... Oh, wait. I think I remember. It was Ink Bleed. All right, Ink Bleed. Actually, let me up the brightness so y'all can see it a little better, not me as much. That made no difference. Of course. Ink Bleed. Where are you? I know you're here. Artistic? Bruh, I just saw you. Sketching. It would make sense to be under... I'm so stupid sometimes. Ink Bleed, of course it'd be under inking. Oh my gosh. Oh, so just so you can see what I did. So I chose that one. I'm pretty sure that is that effect there. So let's find out. It's not looking right. Let's see. Yes. It looks a little off though. I don't know why though. It seems to be right, but I guess, I don't know. I guess I'll just stick with it. Just go with it from there. So let me switch that layer. So that way. I kind of like the idea of him having like one whole leg that is inky. And then the other one is kind of not. I really like that idea. And it kind of goes hand in hand with his hand there too. Oh yeah. Glad to wave back. I'm even though I've streamed on here plenty of times, I've never really hosted it before. Usually it was Jiraiya. So it's interesting to be able to do that. Next time it should be both of us together. I kind of just did this just freely, willy-nilly. So that's mainly why it's just me right now. Because usually when we stream art stuff, it's me and him. But yeah, for those who usually want to see him, that's pretty much the only reason why it's just me right now. But yeah, this guy is based loosely off of Edgar Allan Poe. And I tend to use a lot of cool ideas that this brilliant storyteller has created over the years. So going back into this view, I kind of like where it's going. I like the idea of how he looks, but the way the coloring is going, I'm not too sure yet, but I do like the overall idea of what he's becoming. So I'm very happy with how this is turning out so far. But yeah, I think he's going to be a very interesting character. Now, most of the characters I've created are not really based off of anyone. They're actually original creations. But from time to time, I'll use characters like, oh, shoot, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Other times I'll use characters like characters available in the public domain, like characters from The Wizard of Oz or Wonderland. So, but I think it's pretty cool. One thing I really like about this pen too is that the pressure points, like in this app, it'll detect the pressure points. So like you see how thin it is right here, and then I put some more pressure and then it just gets super thick. I love that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, what's up, Cricket Quencher? What's up? Wait, did I say that right? Cricket Quencher. There we go. Sorry. Yes, he is part of my novel that I'm going to be releasing in May. He is not going to be a part of the main cast. He's going to be actually a character that you'll see in the book, but he's going to take a bigger part in the sequel and then a spin-off series that I'm working on called Quantum Cab. So it's kind of like that MCU thing where it's like, oh no, who's this new character being shown in the post-credit scene? And then you see more stuff of him later on. But I figured I'd draw him now because I really wanted to draw him yesterday because of this podcast I was listening to that was talking about Edgar Allan Poe. And I thought, why not? He's going to be in the book, so. Because I kind of promised myself I would start working on more of my original characters, especially ones that are appearing in the book to help showcase it, so. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I capture the whole Edgar Allan Poe motif, having the ravens in there, kind of giving him a dark feeling, giving him the crazy eye. I feel like I kind of didn't do it correctly, but so I try to capture his likeness too, so you can tell it is him without being him, So, but yeah, I'm calling him Poe Nevermore. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. Having, a part of the original Edgar Allan Poe's name. And for some reason, I just like the name Poe. I think even before Kung Fu Panda, I just liked the name Poe. So I thought, call him Poe, and then Nevermore being I don't remember if Nevermore was the name of a book he wrote, or if it was just a story in general, like a short, because I know he did short stories and poems and stuff, but I can't remember for sure if what Nevermore exactly was. I know it was a story in some regard, but I don't know, like, if it was a full-on novel or if it was a short story or what, so. But, let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm trying to figure out how I can up the ante here with this character, though. So for just to update you on what I was doing, I explained at the beginning the look I was kind of trying to give him. I was giving him more of this pencil-y look because he's not really meant to look human. He has human characteristics, but he's different from that. So that's why I'm kind of coloring him this way, and I'm at the point where I like it, but I feel like it's missing something, and I'm trying to figure out what that could be. So, and I apologize that you guys can't see the full screen. I'm trying to actually, would this work? Let's see if this will work actually. That kind of works. But now I forgot YouTube doesn't, wow. I forgot that Instagram doesn't know what landscape mode is. So it's always in portrait. Ugh. Basically, yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but he is he is a hybrid of sorts. And just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, the whole series, for the most part, it dives in from sci-fi to fantastical elements. But so you'll run into aliens and just beings from other dimensions, you know, the whole what is it, the whole 9 yards or 5 yards? I think it's whole 9 yards, something like that. So you'll deal with characters from all these different realms of reality. And this guy is another one of those people where he is partly human, but he is mixed in with something else. And as an idea, it's this type of living being composed of paper and ink. But there's more to it than meets the eye that will be revealed later on. And I'm hoping I don't mess up this page look, because I want to give the idea of there being multiple pages in there, but I don't really draw books that often. And I use a lot. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this book has been in the makings for years, and that's why I try to like stress to people who are working on books that, you know, don't rush it. Sometimes it'll take a long time for the book to come out. You know, you want to make sure that it's the best it can be. And sometimes you can't get it out when you want it to be. I've delayed this book countless times, but it was for the better of it. When I first developed like what I thought was the final draft of this book, looking back at it now, I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't release that. Because it wasn't necessarily rushed, but I wasn't letting the plots and everything sink in and grow as well as they do now. And, you know, as every creator is, we're influenced by so many things. So I just needed the ideas to, you know, kind of cook for a while. I don't like the way those lines look. Maybe I'll make them thicker? I don't know. It always made me wonder, like, when people draw pages and they just have these squiggly lines just to signify writing on it, and somehow it just always fits. But of course, when I draw it, it's like, nope, that don't look great. Oh boy. Yeah, it's I don't know how people get like hundreds and hundreds of pages of a book out in a year. I just don't know how people do it. And usually when I hear people who can do it, I mean, granted, the people who usually do it are ones who, you know, have that as their full-time job. So yeah, that makes sense now that I think about it. But people like me, where, you know, this isn't my job, this is my hobby, it's like, oof, I don't know how this is gonna release at that point, but we'll see. So let's see here. So I gotta add more things to this. Let's see. That doesn't look black for some reason. Oh yeah, pretty much. I forgot what writer was it, but there was this one writer who had like 2 kids, and what she would do was she would wake up at like 4 a.m, write for about 2 hours, and then she would take care of her kids who had to go to school, and then she would do something else like later on in the day that would take another 2 hours, you know, dedicated to her craft. And I thought that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But man, I can't do Red Bull. Red Bull and me do not get along. I'm more of a Monster guy. Monster and me are pretty cool. But caffeine tends to make me crash. So I'll usually just drink it for the flavor, and that's pretty much it. So this isn't really the best way to symbolize this being paper, but I'm just going to go with it. Because usually the paper is just like zigzags and stuff, so I don't know. Let's see. So the idea too is I kind of wanted to make it look like he has this, the paper is a part of him. It really is. Like literally this whole right arm is just mainly paper and ink, and then he has like a humanoid hand there. But then as you see, like this whole hand is ink. So I'm trying to show that he has this kind of symbiotic thing going on, because these pages and whatnot are living. They are alive to a degree. Oh, wait a minute. Was that what? Oh, if I did it straight like that, that looks way better. Go figure. All right, I might try that in a future point then. Let me touch up this line. All right. So I do want to add shading to this. And I do want to touch up that arm, because that arm looks a little bit rougher than what I would like it to be. So let's see if I take away. So what I'm doing is I'm currently at, 6 layers? So as you can see, there are different points on each one. That's for those who draw. It's like, or those who are looking into drawing and stuff and want to get into digital work, this is a lifesaver. This is a lifesaver. So you can make sure you can always go back over and adjust something as you please and whatnot. Yeah. So let me see here. So this was the first layer here where I drew the rough line work and stuff that you can see here and kind of like there and stuff. So I'm going to remove that and see how it looks now. So it does look a little cleaner. And you know what's crazy? I kind of like the idea of him having this blue line light work, or light work, what in the world? Line work to him. I kind of like that idea to kind of further showcase that he's not human and kind of show that, you know, he's more, I guess it would showcase, it maybe be the cherry on top to kind of show that he's more than just a human. I don't know. I kind of like that idea. But the thing is with this layer, you can't really see much of it anymore. You kind of just see the little bits here and there. So I'm wondering if I should really stick with that or maybe put that away for now. I don't know. Well, the layer's there for now, so I can always come back to it. It's not like it'll be going away anytime soon. So I'm trying to figure out, I can add some shading to him. But I haven't figured out how to shade properly on this app yet. From what I've seen, people usually shade with their airbrush. So I might try that maybe with the soft brush and see if that works out the best. So I gotta admit, I am glad with the progress I've made. Because I've only been using digital art for like a year. And I would like, of course, I definitely want to be at a different level than where I am now, but I'm very glad of where I've been able to progress. All right, so let's darken this a little bit. That might be too much, but we'll see. Because he has more of a peach look. But let's see if this looks good at all, doing this shadow. Oh, nope. That don't look right at all. That looks too gray. Let's see. So let's try to copy that again. Oops, did I do that right? Let's try to get more of that peach. All right. So if I go more this way. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to, no, I don't want to give him, I'm trying to like get it where it doesn't look like he has blush. An orange. I like that idea. Yeah, an orange would make sense. So, yeah, I'm so used to using Autodesk, and I might actually put it on this tablet, or, iPad soon. But I want to really focus on Procreate, because that's like the thing that I see everyone use. And it just seems to have the best stuff. So I'm thinking maybe an orange like that, maybe, because it does kind of complement his outline a bit if I was to use an orange. So good call on that. I like that idea. Hey. Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. Feeling really good about how this is coming up. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? I don't know if I should do that in orange. Maybe if I go a little lighter? I think that is better, yeah, because I lowered it a little bit. Let's see how that looks. All right, so actually, let's try the nose this time. that's actually... See, what sucks is recording this off my phone to the tablet. It's not doing the picture justice. I'm hoping you guys can see it okay. The difference. And it does actually... Yeah, I think that'll work actually. So let me back it out real quick. Because I'm going to have to go to a different layer. Because technically I'm at the higher level right now. Yeah, I can fade it, but the issue is I don't remember... Oh, wait a minute. The opacity. Yeah, I think if that's what you mean, yeah, I can mess with that. Good call on that. I actually forgot that was a thing for a second. Because there is another thing you can do regarding fading, but that's the next best thing. So what level? That should be probably layer 5. Because if you see here, this is where I colored his face. So, oh wait, no, if I do that, then it won't show. So I have to do this layer. No, wait, that's the layer with his eyebrows and stuff. So, better safe than sorry. Let me just do another layer. This probably is so much more efficient. There's probably a better efficient way I can do this, but I won't. Gaussian Blur. Oh, yeah. Wait, where is that? So this is like my second day using this app. I watched one video of like the basics. Oh, here we go. Gaussian Blur. Perfect. Okay. So if I do Gaussian Blur, I can do the pencil. Okay. So hopefully I did that correctly and see if it comes out the way I think. I don't think I'm doing it correctly. That might not even be the right orange still. It still looks a little too bright. Because it looks more like he's maybe blushing or something. It kind of... I mean, I gotta admit, it does kind of work. Maybe if I go a little bit brighter. But let me mess with the opacity and see if that'll do anything. I'm doing it down to like 50. Because I think I applied the Gaussian Blur correctly. Because I hit it and I made it apply to my pencil, but I don't know. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's if it isn't obvious by now, I definitely need to look more at... Oh, here we go. Okay, that looks a lot better. Oh, and sorry if I'm responding a little slow to the comments. There is a delay, I've realized, with my streams. Or when I watch streams in general. So, okay. I like that. I feel like it could be a little better with the color, but I think that's pretty good. I'm going to stick with it and see how it looks after a while. But I think that's actually pretty spot on almost to the shading of what I wanted. But yeah, I'm probably... I'd say give it a month of consistent sketching and just watching the right videos. And I wouldn't say I would have mastered it by now, but by then, I mean. But I would say by like a month from now, I should be able to like know the ins and outs of everything. But, I'll probably still forget though, because it's life. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually liking that a lot. So let me see if I can apply it to his hairline too. Like sometimes I get this shading just right, and other times I'm like, what was I thinking there? But, oh, that's looking real good. All right. Good call, guys. I really appreciate that shout out there. That was a good call. That looks really good. So lowering the opacity to about 50, trying out Gaussian Blur, and then using what tool was that? Using the soft brush. So that's how you shade, essentially, in this app when you're doing what I'm doing. Okay, so that works. Because I know there's other ways you can shade, but this is the way I guess this is the way I'm doing it for now. Let's see. So if I try to darken it a little bit, I can shade this too now. Oh, that's looking lovely. It's a bit more subtle, but sometimes that's just, oh, that is beautiful. Oh, man. See, I used to think doing the watercolors for me was the epitome of just the, what's the word? Of bliss, I guess. I use that word, of just bliss. But then when I started drawing on here for the first time, I started getting the shading. Like when I first started doing my digital work on my phone to my old iPad using Autodesk, and I started to figure out how to shade and stuff and just coloring in general, I was like, dude, this is the epitome of like just bliss and stress relief. And I don't know if y'all can hear the music in the background, but I got some lo-fi music going. Oh, this is the way to draw. Legit. Like, I wonder when did lo-fi music even become a huge thing? Because, it had to start, started from the bottom, now we hear type deal. It had to start somewhere. But I think I'm going to color this whole thing and see how that looks. Oh, that's looking really good. Okay. Yo, I might actually, now before, when I was drawing this, I was thinking that it was going to be fine. I wasn't thinking like, oh, this is going to look amazing. Like, I knew it was going to be cool. It'd get me to where I needed to be as far as figuring out how he was going to look for now. But now that I'm getting the shade going and all that, I'm thinking, okay, this drawing is about to turn out better than I thought it'd be at all. Oh, look-wise, at least. Oops, wrong layer. So I gotta finish this on a different layer here. The color blue has joined. What's up? So to catch you up, I'm just doing some character art. It's for all my new people joining right now. What's up? Gotcha. Feel free to let me know on here if you want, whenever you want to talk about the project. Because I'm not going to be streaming for too long, but I figured I'd just knock out something real quick. So what layer do I need to have this on? Layer 6? I guess I do layer 6. So how you doing? Alright. That is still not correct, but I'm okay with it. It kind of, having an outline there actually looks kind of cool. I'm going to stick with it. Give kind of a shade look to that. Oh man, I wish I could stream this. Like, I wish I could do this where I can just, wait, can Instagram stream just the screen capture? That'd be cool if so. I don't think it can, but that would make this streaming so much better. You can see everything a whole lot more precisely, but I won't. Okay, yeah, sounds good. No problem. So I think that's actually perfect with the book. Let's see, maybe I can do a little bit up here too. Oh, it's kind of missing his hair a little bit. Oh yeah, we'll do. Thanks for dropping in. So good stuff. Yeah, this shading is coming along really well. All right, so oop, I messed up. Wait, back up. All right, so if I hold down, there we go. Oh yeah, Twitch. I was actually supposed to do today, but I wasn't able to set it up. So I was like, I'll stream on here for now, and then I'll move to Twitch later. But the issue is, whenever I usually stream my art videos, I usually stream with a buddy of mine, and what works best on here is that we can stream together on the same, channel. But on Twitch, people can do that, but it's only available to like the top tier people. It's not available to everyone just yet. So that's the issue. So for now, I'm gonna go kind of bounce between the two. But yeah. They're in the beta right now where they can actually screen capture. So I'm gonna try that too and see how that works. So I'm very excited to see how that looks in the future. Because they just like implemented a whole new feature with that, where you can stream from your phone. As far as like screen capture goes, so that should be pretty fun. So wait, where did I do the lines at? The blue lines, because it's not on that layer. And when I tried doing it, it's above it. Ah, dagnabbit, I gotta make another layer. This is nuts. But fortunately, I don't feel as bad because I've seen people with like 100 layers, and it was a drawing like on this level. Like, granted, this is getting more detailed as I go along, but I've seen people with like a crazy amount of layers, and it's like, how do you keep track? And then I realized you don't. That's why there's so many layers. But whatever works. Let me see. Is this the right one now? It is, but it's not dark enough. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, that way you guys that'll be good to do that in the future. That way you guys can see my whole screen. Because fortunately, you're able to see where I'm drawing for the most part, but it would be nice so you can see like every little thing I'm doing. There we go. Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, no worries. Get that sleep. I totally understand that. Yeah, one layer. I don't know how they do that. Star Wars New Horizons, what up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know how anyone does it with just one layer. They're just masochists, you know. And like you said, it's a mixture of masochists and just being psychopaths. That's it. That's all. That's how you can identify. One of the many ways you can identify a serial killer. You know, people who drink black coffee without anything else, just straight black coffee, and people who use one layer when they're doing digital drawings. Those are two of the major factors. What's up, New Horizons? How you doing? I am working on a character design based off of Edgar Allan Poe. So yeah, just to update whenever someone new comes in, so they know what I'm doing. He is appearing in the book that's dropping in May. So I'm just kind of roughing out his design. I mean, oh, thank you. Glad you like it. Right? Yeah, good call. People don't listen to music as well. Yeah, I mean, it really helps you focus. Like I still do this too sometimes, where I'll like watch something while I draw too. But then you have the issue of, and whenever I'm not doing anything, it's usually me messing with the colors because I'm trying to like shade the stash and stuff right now. So yeah, that's something I try to do now too, so I can get more focused. And when writing as well, like just trying to focus on, so I can focus more on what I'm doing. I tend to listen to something instead. That way it's just a lot easier. Because I go up to this higher level, see if that works. That does a little bit. Let me lower it. Yeah, that works. No, that doesn't. I don't know. But yeah, I think I captured Edgar's look here. So I think fans of Edgar Allan Poe will really like this character, especially when you see like who he really is and all that, because he's not the real Edgar Allan Poe. He's only a character based off of him. So because when I have characters like this that are based off of, you know, public domain people or all that stuff, I usually try to use characters who are inspired by them. and have, the likeness and stuff. But I don't flat out say, yes, that is the same exact. Like, for instance, with the Oz part of the story that's in my book, I have characters that are, from the Wizard of Oz, because that's a big portion of the book. But they're not like, yes, that's the original version that you see in the original series. They're just versions that I try to keep close to the source material, so they still represent the best of what makes that character special. But I still try to give them unique characteristics that still make them my own. A deep purple might work for the stash. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Let me try that. So a deep purple, so something like this. Yeah, that should be good. So let's see if I can go. Let's go deep into the stash, into the follicles. Follicles? Yes. Smell that stash. It's still. Wow, I'm getting really weird right now. That's what happens when I'm on camera for a while. I just get weird. All right, so let's lower it down to 1%, the brush, and see. Ooh, okay. I'm feeling it. That's something I really do like about this brush. This pencil, I can't say it enough, that the pressure points and how it recognizes it on the app so easily. Dude, like, let me give y'all an example. So I've been using these for the majority of the time I've been doing digital artwork. And these are great. Like, originally, before I got the Apple Pencil, like, if you have like an Android tablet and you want to draw, I would suggest these in a heartbeat. Not this one per se, but these. These are great, and they come with all these for like just $15. Be careful though. These actually can scratch up your screen, so screen protector. They scratched the crap out of my iPad's screen protector. So, but other than that, they're pretty good. But now I realize that, like, now I see why every artist who has an iPad has this iPencil. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, I'm digging the stash. I'm digging that purple. That actually is pretty good. Now I'm wondering if I should add it here though, because this is supposed to be like a bag under his eye. Because when looking at a bunch of Edgar Allan Poe's pictures, the baggage was real with this man. He probably never slept. Oh, that's sick. And the good thing too about the purple is it goes with his sweater, and then it goes with the pen that he writes with in his stories. What I might do too is actually add a purple highlight to these scribbles and see if that helps. Back check for Poe's eyes. I love it. I'm gonna add a slight purple. Yeah, that's good. So I might make it a little thicker for his hair here, but I don't know why I gave him this massive cow look, but it just felt right for some reason. And also, I gave another character a cow look recently. I don't remember who it was though. It was someone I just drew, a character I just drew the other day. But I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I think just giving some highlights on the edges will be enough. I don't want to make him look too purple here. But just some slight highlights there. What I might have to do is I might have to go over his hair again with the blue and just make it not as Crayola looking, but I still want to give him that like look that he has, that he just came out of the page of a paper, that kind of look where clearly he's not really composed completely out of flesh and bone. So now, sure, for the ravens, you think I should do like a red kind of outline of them since they're coming out of the red book in the pages, or should I do like a purple? I think either one would fit. I'm kind of leaning more towards the red though, because red pages, red book, and they're black, so Oh, thank goodness for the back button. Let's see. So I'll come back to that. And in the meantime, I will figure out how to fix Poe's hair here. So what I might do is do the blue and see if that works. So what is this guy's thing? Oh, gotcha. So I forgot if I said it, or I forgot if I said this part when you were here, but this guy is based off of Edgar Allan Poe, but his name is Poe Nevermore. And he's actually meant to be an antagonist for the second book. But he does make an appearance in the first book. It's very minimal, but it's kind of just to establish part of what's going to happen in the second book. I haven't really fleshed him out too much so far, but he is a character who is composed of living pages. He's a literal story character brought to life, and he is like his real life counterpart, where he loves scary stories and telling them, and having grim outcomes, grim outlooks on life. And so as you can see there, why he would have it out for our protagonist, because he views life as nothing more than just a story to be told. And his favorite types of stories, as I said, grim, sad, scary stories. And one of his powers, as you can probably guess, is he can manipulate stories, bring things into existence that probably were never meant to exist to begin with. But he's not the only one who has powers like this. But I'm trying to make each character who has powers like this, or like in the same kind of tree, to be unique. So, but yeah, I'm trying to make him have that same kind of grim outlook and just be crazy. Let's see here. So I think what I'll do real quick before I finish up the stream here is I'm going to color. Where did I draw the ravens? Did I draw it under this layer? All right, we'll see. There we go. I haven't really fleshed out his motivations just yet. All I know is that he is essentially he just thrives on grim and scary things. Like, that's all he sees being, that's all the things that give him pleasure for some reason. And the story is going to kind of help establish why he feels that way. And who knows? He may have a change of heart, or he may even fall deeper down that rabbit hole. It's kind of hard to tell at this point, honestly, because I literally just thought about this character yesterday. Like, I always had this type of character in the back of my head, and technically this character's been around for a while, but yesterday rather, was the day I really established that, okay, this is what he's going to look like roughly and what his name is going to be. But as far as like where he's going to end up and what his current motivations are outside of just grim is still in development. So where did oh, the ravens are down there. Okay. I just realized the ravens are layer 6. If you can see them right there. Thanks for stopping by, Cricket. Catch you later. So I'm going to try and do this real quick before I finish the stream myself. So I wasn't going to stream for too long today. But I figured since my daughter's sleeping, I'd be like, I'll take advantage and do a stream real quick, because I want to get back into streaming more often. It's not bad. It could be better, but for now, that's something. Alright, so do that. Yeah, I think this app being worth $10, I would say was definitely worth it. Definitely. Now, I still don't know if it's better than the original one. Not the original. I still don't know if it's better than the one that was on that you can get on your phone. But, I mean, the drawback of being on your phone is that it's a whole lot smaller. So let's go back to opacity being 50. And I'll probably finish up the stream touching up these and see if this works. Am I on the right layer? I should be. If not, I'll change it. Nope. What layer is that supposed to be? Let's try layer 2. That's actually kind of, that's kind of cool. Okay. Let's try doing a little thinner. Yeah, okay. It's crazy how much layering of colors can really change a picture. But it's just something that surprised me. It took me so long to realize, because when you think of the color of our skin, we're not just one color. We're made up of a buttload of different shades of that color. White people aren't just white people. Black people aren't just black people. Asian. We're not just, we're all made of a bunch of different colors, which is pretty wild. But, that's how a lot of artists are able to make pictures so lifelike, because they're able to put together all those right colors and then do it from there. But man, those might be serial killers right there, because to have that patience, that was something we were talking about before. For anyone who may not have heard that discussion before, we were talking about like signs that pretty much reveal that people are serial killers. That's another one right there. Having the patience to do something like that. All right, there we go. Oh, that is sick. Pretty much. That's what's so funny about it too, is that we're made up of all these different colors. Racism is just so stupid. All right. I do want to add a background to this guy, but I think for now I'll probably leave him as a white background, because eventually I do want to expand out of just white backgrounds and actually add stuff. And technically I still could to this guy, but I feel like since there's so much going on, I feel like I should just leave it like this, like a white background. So maybe if I do a red outline to his, I wonder if I should do red or like gray. I don't know, but I guess for now I'll leave it alone, and you guys will see the update version of it later on. Maybe later tonight I'll upload the final version of it, or sometime tomorrow if I have time. Either way, I'm going to end the stream here, and you can make the background the color of old paper. You know what? That actually would make sense. Yeah, I'll give that a try. Yeah, I think, I'll add something simple to the background. That way it's not just white paper. But thank you guys for joining the stream and adding the contributions to the chat. That was really great to see. It added some nice topics, and actually helped me out too to figure out what to add to this and whatnot. So I really appreciate that. I honestly do want to have a schedule for streams. I'll probably shoot for like Sundays, like for the most part, like 9 times out of 10 I'll have some type of stream come up on Sunday. I'm not sure what time, but there will be other times during the week too where I'll stream as well. So, but the other times during the week will probably be spontaneous. But Sunday is usually like the definition of like, yep, that's me streaming. But okay, thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you later. Take care. Thanks for dropping by. You know what I just realized? I've streamed for an hour and it's still going. I thought Instagram stopped streaming after an hour, but either way. See ya. But I'm thinking about it.